Hey guys, it's Matt with Meat Church here at the Meat Church Lake House. Well, today I'm going to show you guys how to make an amazing sous vide steak. So we teach lots of ways to cook steak. On our channel, we've got videos on throwing a ribeye just over an open fire. We've got reverse sear videos. Like I always say, lots of ways to skin a cat when it comes to cooking something. But a way that I love is sous vide and then searing it at the end. And before you naysayers say you shouldn't cook meat in a bag, if you've ever been to a fine dining restaurant, I'm telling you they've probably cooked protein in a circulator like this. That way they can hold it for a long time, and when you order, whether it be a pork chop, steak, lots of things, chicken, they'll pull it out and they'll fire it over an open fire grill to bring it out to you. What we're going to do today is we're going to sous vide these 44 Farms ribeyes for about an hour and a half, and then we're going to sear them off on our loco griddle. Another reason I love doing this is we're at the lake, we're going to be doing lots of running around, playing with the kids. I can let these steaks ride in here for a long time, and if I'm not back when they're done, I can let it keep going for a little while and it's not gonna hurt it. So let's jump into this. It's gonna be crazy simple. Again, 44 Farms ribeyes, my beef partner out of Cameron, Texas. Season how you like, but one of my preferred seasoning methods is our holy cow and our garlic and herb. It's a great combo for steaks. You could just do salt and pepper, but holy cow, salt, pepper, garlic. So don't think it's too crazy. Season both of these up. Now, I like to let my seasoning adhere 30 minutes or an hour or so, but we're going to vac seal these because we're going to sous vide them, and it can sit in that bag for a little while. This garlic and herb seasoning is really delicate, so it kind of takes a lot. Now, we've done this seasoning method before, and some people say that's too much for a steak. They just need salt, they just need pepper. That's fine, do what you want. I love this, and until you have tried it, don't knock it. All right, use your board, get the edges. And what we've got here today, we've got our chamber sealer. You could use, any old vacuum sealer, but I love my made with meat sealer, so we're gonna use that today. And we've also got our made with meat sous vide or circulator here. I'm just gonna slap these steaks down in this bag. Now, if you're cooking his and hers and your wife likes hers to a different temperature, then you could put them in a different bag, but we're going medium rare in this house, so we're just using one bag. Put that in my chamber sealer. Here comes the magic. Here we go. Bam, vac sealed steaks. So let's talk about how we're gonna cook these. So these steaks were about 1 inch thick. So I've got my circulator set up, my made with meat sous vide set on 129 degrees. The water's warming, it's at 123.8 right now. So that's gonna take just a little bit. So for an inch thick steak, I will go 129 degrees for 90 minutes. If your steak is thicker, like 1.5 inches, I'd probably go 2 hours. Then we're gonna pull it out, we're gonna pat it dry, and we're gonna sear it. But again, if we go over that time, that's okay. You could go 2 hours longer, it's not gonna hurt it. There is a point of kind of no return. The meat will break down and get real mealy if you go for hours and hours. But this is gonna be great and easy. So I'm going to let this seasoning adhere in this vac seal bag. I'm gonna let it sit for 30 minutes. It's cool out here today, and then we're gonna come back, the water will be ready, and we'll get to cooking. All right, guys, it's been about 30 minutes. I'm ready to drop this in. Our water's up to temp. So this is a food safe container, by the way, and benefit of vac sealing it, you get all the air out of the bag and it will sink. If you use like a Ziploc bag or something else, you can't get all the air out, it's gonna float on you. Tons of benefits of this, by the way. This is gonna make this steak super tender. I use sous vide for a lot of things, but one of the biggest uses y'all would love, get a big cut like a chuck roast, a pork butt, brisket, whatever. Put 5-6 hours smoke on it, vac seal it, put it in your circulator all day when you're at work. You come home from work, shred that meat, and have your Taco Tuesday with ease. 90 minutes is what we're going for. So I'm gonna set a timer, and I'll see y'all back in 90 minutes. All right, guys, this steak has been circulating here in the sous vide for about an hour and a half. That's steaks, I should say. Let's crack this bag open. I'm just gonna do one here for simplicity. So we need to pat it dry. When you're gonna sear, can't get a good sear on a wet piece of meat. So this steak is cooked perfectly to 129 degrees right now. So you could eat it just like this, but what you lack is one of the best tasting bites. You want that maillard reaction from this meat on that hot metal. Now we've got our loco griddle prepared back here. You can see it smoking. It's got a bunch of temperature settings, but I've got it on sear, which I believe is 500. And judging by the smoke there, she's hot. Okay. Let's get some duck fat. All right. I'm going to use this big steak press I have from Iron Grove. And before anybody says it, no, I'm not squeezing the juices out of the steak. I'm simply putting a big heavy object on it to help me get a maximum sear. What I love in a steak is I love that crust. So we're going to go 45 seconds, check it maybe a minute, flip it, repeat on the other side, rest it with some butter, see how we did. All right, we're at about 52 seconds here. Look at that crust. I like to scoot it over and get it off that metal where the steak was, so I'm on a new hot piece of metal. There we go. All right, let's get this over to the block and rest it. All right, I want to let this rest about 10 minutes, and I like to rest my steaks with a really high quality butter. So this is just like a grass-fed fancy butter from Costco. This is salted, just use your preference. You could have used a compound butter, but we're here at the lake and this is what I got. So I'm gonna lightly tint it with foil. We'll let it sit for 10 minutes. Come back and see how we did. All right, the steak's been resting 10 minutes in this butter. And let me just tell you, fancy steak restaurants put butter on their steaks, so don't be too afraid of that. Let's just cut right into this here with my Montana Knife Company. Why wouldn't you? Oh yeah. Damn, super good. Listen, when we talk about this searing, you know, you're gonna sear, the longer you sear, the more crust you get, but obviously the more done the steak is gonna be ultimately. So that's kind of a balance between what do you wanna do. I mean, that's perfect medium rare right there. It is a super bright day here, so hopefully you can see how pink that is, but let's see how we did. I ain't mad at that. That's super good. Super tender, way tender. Easy peasy. That was so good. Holy cow, garlic and herb. 90 minutes in the made with meat sous vide. Thrown over here on a 500-degree loco griddle. You could have done that in a cast iron skillet, but hey, we're out at the lake. We love to cook everything outside. That was super good. I said earlier, we got other steak videos on our channel. You guys want to see other ways to do it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like what we're doing. New cooking videos every Wednesday. We'll see y'all next time.